All right, what you guys are seeing behind me is my childhood collection that I recently just stumbled across. Most of these games are complete in box, and this is what led me to start this channel. I just happened to stumble across these. I'm going to show you exactly where I found these, and I'm going to show you guys a much more detailed look at the condition of these games. Most of them are in great condition. We're going to talk about all of that, but first, let's show you where I found them. So right here at the top of the stairs, in this little crawl space, storage space, in here was where all of the Nintendo 64 games were in here, just in a paper bag around the corner. This is where they were for a long time, in this tiny little storage area. Then a bunch of the stuff got moved out of the house and was in this shipping container. And there's this really old cabinet right here that I remember being in the house when I was young. And this is where all the Game Boy games were. They were all in here in the back, along with the Pokemon theme decks, just shoved in the back with a bunch of magazines. And that's where I found all of the Game Boy games in this really looking cabinet. So that's where they stayed, I guess. When I was little, I remember storing stuff in here, but I must have just taken the games out and the boxes just got left in there. Yeah, every single one of these games here is from my childhood collection, and most of them, the condition is really great. We'll start off with some of the Pokemon. I got all of these in protectors. Now, currently, not all of these are complete in box, but most of them are, and I'm currently working on completing them if they are not. Some are missing manuals, some are missing cartridges, but I have, I would say, 90% of the cartridges. So all of these are pretty much in really great condition. We'll take a look at some other ones. Pokemon Pinball, this is one that's in rougher shape. I don't have a protector for this one yet either. But you can see it's got a crease here on the side, so they're not all flawless. Also, random, I do have a Tony Hawk autograph, so I put it up with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. But the condition, honestly, on most of these is pretty flawless, and that's what got me really excited and into complete in-box collecting, because I just was really amazed at the condition that these were in. This Game Boy over here is my childhood Game Boy Color that I had, and we'll go over some of the other games that I had as well. Harvest Moon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Army Men 1 and 2, Iridian, Space Invaders, and then we'll move the glass on the display case over here. Super Mario Advance, I'm missing the cartridge, and Sword of Mana, I'm missing the cartridge. So working on getting those so everything is complete. Super Dodgeball, the box is kind of messed up. I remember playing that a lot as a kid. And funny enough, I don't know where my Game Boy Advance is, but I do have the box here still, as you guys can see. The box is actually in pretty good shape, except for the back. I don't know what happened with the back. The back got torn, so probably want to get a better box for that. But I will be keeping all of these because they are obviously childhood copies. And then there is the Nintendo 64. Same thing. These are all of my childhood copies. I have cartridges for all of these. The only thing I'm missing on a few is manuals. So Super Mario 64, obviously Paper Mario, Smash Brothers, and Snap. Most of these are in really, really great shape as well. What I did as a kid was I took the games out in the manuals. I like to read the manuals. It was kind of weird. So all of the manuals were out and in one spot, all stacked together. And I would read them, and my dad kept the boxes. So I don't get to take credit for keeping the boxes. He's the one that stored them, and they were just in like paper bags, just being preserved all of this time in that like crawl space area that you guys saw earlier. So really, really great condition. And it kind of just led me to exploring, obviously, the nostalgia of all of this. So that is like why, you know, you're probably watching this channel and why you are collecting video games yourself, if you are. So currently I have these 2 rows in this display case dedicated to this. And we will show in the future, I do have some Sega Genesis, some NES, I have the N64 console, tons more stuff we'll show on the channel in the future. But I just wanted to show, like, this was all the initial haul that got all of this started again and starting a whole channel for it. So I think it's an important video to kind of document where we started, and then we'll see where we end up. I also do have Pokemon Blue, my original cartridge, but no box for that. So that unfortunately is one that I will be getting a box and manual for and all of that stuff. So, you know, it's not a perfect set by any means, but considering I lost all of my Pokemon cards as a kid, I think that this is really great, and I'm very happy that I have some of this nostalgia left. And speaking of Pokemon cards, I will show you the theme decks that I found. They were with the Game Boy stuff, so I'll show you that too. So I just set them up in the display case here, but these are the theme decks that I have. They're just the boxes. I have none of the cards. All of my childhood cards are gone, but these boxes are in pretty good shape. I'd say maybe the worst quality one being the original one here, but we have the Lockdown theme deck, Water Blast, Zap, Brush Fire, Power Reserve, Overgrowth, Blackout, and Bodyguard. So complete boxes. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. They will be displayed at some point, but I am a pretty big card collector, so these are definitely cool to have, and just unfortunately, but also good at the same time, my only remnants of my Pokemon card collecting from being a kid, because I was forced to give away all of my cards as a kid. So at least I do have that aspect, and you couple it with the video games. So we're really trying to slowly build this collection up over time. But yeah, I just thought that even if you're not into this, you might appreciate seeing those. So that's kind of all we have for this one. We'll have more videos coming soon, but I just wanted to show you kind of where it all started, and then we can reference this video in the future, just kind of to see how out of hand this gets, because I have a feeling it's going to get very out of hand very quick.